All right, welcome back, everybody, to segment two of Saiontz Kirk presents the Sports Maven here on 1300 AM The Bet. And we bring in my buddy Carl Saiontz to talk about this, what could be an impending disaster, but a game that, for some strange reasons, I'm really looking forward to with the Ravens, besides the fact it's supposed to be 75 degrees and beautiful out. Carl,
Good.
what you got for me today?
I'm going to interrupt one moment because, we got the Orioles, we got the Ravens, a little bit of bad vibes, a little bit, but we'll talk about that. But let's talk about some good vibes. I'm seeing you in your Maryland jersey. Nobody's a bigger Maryland fan than you, Bruce. And even I'm getting on board with the
Okay, you've
Terps
been
right
there
now.
before. You've been there
I've been there
before.
before, and I'm back. This kid, Malik Washington, the quarterback, wow. I saw this week ESPN has him as the top freshman in the country, not just at quarterback, period. Top freshman in the country. The two defensive ends, freshmen, what are they? Sidney Stort and Zahir Mathis, right?
Correct.
They are tied for number five best freshmen in the country. So Maryland is on the move. They've got eight freshmen that have played 90 plus snaps so far this year, Bruce. The rest of the Big Ten, guess how many freshmen combined? The rest of the league
I couldn't
have played 90
guess.
plus snaps. Eight, the same as Maryland.
Right.
I don't, you talk about youth.
Yeah, Loxley's done an incredible job. I'm always behind Locks. 4-8 last year. I told everybody it doesn't mean a thing. There's no way they're getting rid of him. Tremendous recruiter. He admitted some NIL mistakes last year. He straightened that up, and look where he is right now.
How big is this Washington game?
This is big because this is, this puts him at 5-0, probably gets him in the rankings. And this is huge. It's also they're 7 point underdogs, which is not a good sign when you're at home. But that doesn't mean anything because right now the score is nothing, nothing.
Is Washington? Is Washington
They
good?
got a they got a they got a guy who's supposed to be a top five draft pick
Okay,
and a running back. I think his name is Campbell. I just talked about him. Now I forgot his name. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Jonah Coleman, 5'9", 228 senior. All right. Ninth in the country in rushing, 9 rushing TDs, uh, all purpose number 4 in the country. And you know who they're coached by? Jed
who?
Fish. Used to be with the Ravens, three
Mm,
years offensive coordinator.
mm.
And the biggest addition to the Maryland's coaching staff is Ted Manicino. Used to be a Ravens
Right.
defensive coach. Loxley is just elated with them. And Loxley,
Maryland's got a new offensive coach too that they love, right?
yes, well, Pep Hamilton. He's been
Hamilton,
around
yeah,
a long time.
also a ton of NFL experience.
Correct. So,
What about the defensive
Loxley is
coordinator that was in
surrounded.
man?
Loxley is surrounding himself, all right, with really strong guys. All right, let's get down to the Ravens. So my first question to you is, I'm not going to say have we ever seen a team with so many injuries, but number one, to sit here and really predict what's going to happen is almost impossible because you don't know who's going to play.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
truth coming out. The only thing that we know for sure is that Matabike is probably out for the year.
yep.
All right, but now you're hearing Lindenbaum is hurt, and you're hearing Hamilton is hurt.
Yep.
You're hearing, I mean, who isn't hurt? It seems like the receivers are okay. Most of the offensive line, except uh,
Stanley.
Stanley,
He only
is
played he only
okay.
played two series
All right.
against the
Henry's okay. Justice Hill's okay. But defensively, besides being shredded against the three good teams they've played, two cornerbacks, Kyle Hamilton. I mean, I don't know how you recover the Matabike. Travis Jones is back, but we don't know about Broderick Washington. You just don't know. We're going to have guys playing this week who've been on the team for less than a week.
I
But
mean,
if you watched the San Francisco game last night,
Thursday night, no
they were
Purdy,
they
no
were
Purdy,
almost
no,
as crippled.
no Ayuk, no Kittle, no problem.
No
They went into
Purdy,
LA.
no Purdy. But I tell you what, Mac Jones really played well.
He did.
really played well. And I'm going to tell you what else I think won that game for San Francisco. And you might say, Bruce, you're wrong, but that game was in Los Angeles. But if you watched it, it seemed like it was in
Yeah.
San
No,
Francisco.
I agree. It was. That's true.
So how crucial in your eyes are the fans this week? You know,
Listen,
the
let's
tickets
go.
are all over the internet for next to nothing. Uh, you know, it's obvious, you're not going to get a flood of Houston fans, but there
No,
could be a flood of empty seats that are paid for. You know what I mean? But
listen. I know that everybody's down, but this is the time to really kind of rally a little bit
I
of this
agree with you.
team.
I
I'm
agree.
not a guy that boos. I just don't boo. I don't boo my team. I
Why
really
would you
don't.
boo a team that's crippled like this? I mean, it doesn't
Correct.
even make sense.
Correct.
I mean,
I don't boo my team. Is there stuff I'm angry about? Yes. And we'll talk about that because I got a couple of things I'm angry
go
about.
ahead, clear your chest.
Okay. Number one is, and my son pointed this out to me earlier this year, and boy, is it driving me crazy now. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Derrick Henry is never on the field. How is that
He
possible?
has to be
Why
on the
is that
field. He
happening?
doesn't necessarily have to touch the ball, but
Correct.
he's got to be on the field to take away the eyes of two or three players. Okay.
Correct.
And yeah, well, how about first and goal from the half-yard line? We've missed twice.
Yeah.
It's
No, it
inconceivable.
cannot happen. I mean, and look, I know we're missing Ricard, and that's a big loss for that running game. So you got to get a little bit more creative. I don't know why Keaton Mitchell hasn't seen the field yet. It's time to get him in this week. If I'm the Ravens this week, Bruce, like you said, you got to throw it all out there. You got to toss the kitchen sink out there. I want to see Tyler Huntley play. I know Cooper's going to start. Cooper Rush is going to start at quarterback. I see no reason I wouldn't get Tyler Huntley in that mix. And that's a really good defense we're going to play this weekend.
It
Texans
is,
defense
but
is
Ty,
they're good.
I look at Mac Jones, and I've talked about it for years that if Lamar gets hurt, are we ready? I think we're more ready with Cooper Rush than Tyler Huntley. Although
I'm fine with Cooper, but I want to mix it up.
I'm sure they will. I really think they will. They'll have a package for Tyler Huntley, but and we still don't know if Lamar's playing. We really don't
I don't
know,
know.
but it seems like he's not. It
I
seems like he's going to miss the next two games. Could the Ravens lose on Sunday, lose next week to the Rams, be 1-5, and still be in the hunt?
I mean, let me tell you something. They should be favored. So that's how many games would be left? 12 games? No, 11 games would be left, right?
Right.
Okay. They'll be favored in 10 of those 11 games, other than going to Green Bay.
And if they're one and
Other
five,
than
they
going to
won't.
Green Bay.
If they're 1-5, they won't be favored. I mean, I think if Lamar's back, they will be. But
Oh, well, okay, listen, I'm assuming Lamar's back.
we're
Safe.
underdogs now. All right, and rightly
Yes.
so. I don't know
Yes.
how we're only 1.5 point underdogs. But to
I
me,
agree.
1-5 could be too insurmountable because the schedule's still tough. And look how you end the season. And let's just put it this way, postpone your Super Bowl reservations.
Yeah,
And
man.
people say to me, well, they'll make the playoffs. And I said, playoffs? They have to
Yeah.
win a game first.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're
I
one
mean,
and three in a situation where we talked about it to be 3-1. They blew the Buffalo game. It was sad. It was pathetic. But after that, the Lions thoroughly outplayed them. You got to give them credit.
no, yeah, two weeks in a row. I cannot remember the last time I've said what I'm about to say. 2 weeks in a row, the Ravens offensive line and the Ravens defensive line got beat badly.
Well,
Badly.
last week was understandable, but I have to tell you something.
Why? Why was that understandable?
Because Matabike, they're adjusting
Okay.
to without
Yes.
him.
No, I agree. Yeah.
They
Yes.
are adjusting, and I don't like how they get shredded. And I don't know, I really don't. But they got to be. Look, it's on Cooper's back, and I have no confidence in him. And I
And
hope
look, we're seeing the league a little bit. I'm not saying they're caught up to Lamar Jackson. They're not. But they're doing what Spagnola always does with So they are keeping him in that pocket. They're figuring it out. I mean, we're not seeing him able to get those outside runs outside the pocket as often this year. They need to. I think they need to play Keaton Mitchell. They need to really count on their speed right now.
Well, I think we're going to, people who cry about not running the ball, we're going to run the ball this week unless they make us pass. And Cooper Rush, 9-5 as a Cowboys starter. Uh, Tyler Huntley, 3-6 as a starter for the Ravens.
And what are
Uh,
the Ravens like 3-11 when Lamar's out,
it
right?
doesn't bode well, but
Yeah.
I think this is a week the insanity of the fans has to come through. And if you can't back your team when they're down, if you start booing, what are you booing? I mean, I don't even know. But the only thing I can tell you is now we know what it's like to be a Jets fan. Can you can you imagine going through this kind of situation for the past 10 years? We're in the hunt every year. One year
Every
we
year.
had we had a subpar year and that was
Yeah.
it. But every year it's talk about why aren't we making the Super Bowl? That's insane, Carl. That's
Yeah.
insane. And but now it's not happening. And there's a lot there's a lot that has to go right for us tomorrow. Protect the ball. I don't know how the defense can rise. I mean, we're facing a good quarterback who had a great week last week, but
Yeah.
but
The Texans offense to me has not been all that impressive. They
well,
do have
look
this
what we did to them last year. What did they get 2 points or then
yeah.
a garbage touchdown?
Yep.
But TJ Stroud, 832 yards for the year, 4 TDs, uh,
They've
a,
been really, really
a
anemic.
47.8 rating. Think about Lamar's running around 140.
No,
Even
it's been an anemic offense for the Texans.
Nick Chubb, who's done damage against us. Nico Collins seems to always have a good day. Dalton Schultz. Uh,
They have a rookie running back, I think, named Marks, I think is his name,
I don't know, but
who's been good.
yeah, but nobody's been greater than that team because they're 1-3.
Correct.
But
But they're 1-3, but they lost by a point to Tampa. They lost by a couple of points to the Rams. They've played competitive. Their defense is number one, and they've only given up 12 points a game. They had a shutout against Tennessee.
hey, this game could be 3-2. All right. But
Well, not
listen, I worry about the defense more than Cooper Rush.
me
If
too.
Kyle Hamilton doesn't play, okay, and a groin injury, I'm not sure how he can play, but and Marlon Humphrey doesn't play, and Wiggins doesn't play. Who's going to stop? Who's going to stop the other team
I mean, look, injuries are never an excuse, but
until they are
until they pile up like this.
right? This
Yeah,
is really the exception.
I
Uh,
agree.
I don't know what to say, but I do know this right now. Right now, Carl Saiontz is 12-9 in our matchup, and
All
your host is 10-12. All right. So you got a
right.
good 2 game lead.
All
You got
right.
the games I sent to you. All
Yeah.
right. Let's start with the Giants and New Orleans. The Giants are 1.5 point underdog. Who do you
Uh,
like?
I'm, I'm taking the home team. I'm taking the Saints.
You
No
are a
Malik, no Malik Neighbors. I think it's going to be tough for the rookie quarterback Dart in New Orleans.
all right. Cowboys are at the Jets.
Who you picking in that
Oh,
game?
I'm sorry. I'm taking the Giants.
All
On
right.
on the theory, we're seeing teams that haven't won win. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the parity is there. I think some of it's going to come out this week. The next game, uh, Dolphins at the Panthers. Who do you like?
I'm taking Miami.
That's funny. I'm taking Carolina.
No kidding. All
Yeah,
right.
another team that hasn't won. Oh,
They
the
were there.
Cowboys, two and
Yeah,
a half point favorite over the Jets. Jets Jets. Now they also have been in the games,
they have.
okay? But the Cowboys got a tie last week, which is kind of a accomplishment. Who you like?
I'm taking Dak and the Cowboys. Dak is playing MVP level football.
I like Dak so much. I'm going with the Jets. Okay, that's
Yeah.
how much I like Dak. All right. The Bucks getting 3.5 at Seattle.
You know what, Bruce? I don't care who the Bucks are playing. You give me 3.5 points in the Bucks, I'm taking them.
You and me agree. All right. I might be 0-5 this week because I'm taking all road teams, but DC, the Commanders, I don't know about Jane Daniels. Okay.
Yep.
Supposed to play, but again, game time stuff. At the Chargers, getting 2.5 points.
I'm picking Harbaugh coming off a loss.
All right. You and me are agreeable there. So I've got the Chargers. So we got three different picks.
Good.
And our two college picks, UVA laying 7.5, getting 7.5 at Louisville. UVA had a big win last week.
I was sitting in a bar last week being amazed by UVA taking Florida State to overtime and winning. I'm taking UVA in the points.
All right, Carl Science, UVA and the points, and I have UVA as well. And the final game, Texas laying 6.5 at Florida. What a good game that is.
At the Swamp. I mean, good defense in Florida.
Correct.
Horrible offense. And Texas's offense has not been special either, but battle of two struggling, terrible offenses. I'm going to put my money on the Manning kid to turn it around a little bit. I'm taking Texas.
I am too. I am too. So we're pretty much the same, except the
We got three different. Yeah, we got three. We got
three
three.
different picks: Giants and the Saints, Jets and the
Yeah.
Cowboys, Carolina, and Miami. Probably the three worst games on the schedule. Carl, you can't mentally pick the Ravens. You can. I never would go against the Ravens,
Me either.
but it just seems to me, how can they find it to win this game? All right. I just don't see it. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm relying on the fans. And we'll see. We need a better performance from the fans in the Ryder Cup.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah, yes, we do. Listen, I mean, what do we say about John Harbaugh, you and I? I think we agree that his job is to be the leader, and we think he's a good one.
Yes.
We think he's a great one.
In this situation, there's nobody I would rather have than him. Okay. And
That's what
I
I'm
think that's a
saying too.
summary.
That's what
So
I'm saying too. Now, do we need Munkin to like get it together a little bit offensively? I think so. It's a little bit. It hasn't been impressive this year. The play calling, in my opinion. Um, and do we need the defensive? I mean, listen, I'm glad we've got Harbaugh on our side. I don't care what everybody says out there. We're like you just said earlier, we're competitive every year. There's one reason for that. Well, it's Lamar, but it's Harbaugh too.
no, there's no doubt. All right, let's move on. We got to get to our break, and we're going to stay with you back in a few minutes here on Saiontz and Kirk presents the Sports Maven on 1300 AM. The Bet.